I've mentioned Freedom Plus, FRDM Plus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited about this because it sounds really cool, and I like anything that looks forward to the future of racing, and I feel like that's kind of what this does.
Yeah, so this is Freedom Plus, aka FRDM Plus, if you've seen the logo.
Yeah, I like it.
Freedom Plus is like, you know how we had Cleetus Vision and you know, all of our pay-per-views? Essentially, we've just taken all that and pooled it under Freedom Plus. So now when you get on Freedom Plus, there's going to be more content than just Cleetus stuff. It's going to be like a platform for hopefully many styles of racing, all of which that, you know, I already do, but like we want to expand into more markets. And just the beginning of next year, there's going to be a bunch of drag racing that's going to be recorded on there that, you know, is completely unrelated to me.
Yeah.
That you know very well.
Okay, cool.
And I don't think it's the right time to say the names of the drag races, but it's going to be ones that you know, and you're going to be like, oh, crap, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
that'll be really cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I think by the end of next year, because I see a little bit of a gap between like these drag race promoters and like getting their stuff out on the internet to fans.
Well, a lot of them are scared. A lot of, like, I've talked to promoters that are scared to put it live because they think nobody will show up in person.
Yeah.
Which I think is a crazy line of thinking. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I've gone a couple ways on that, but I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah. But like basically Freedom Plus, I'm hoping we can bridge that gap for promoters to like get their stuff on the internet without them having to do a lot of work, and it's a good live stream. And then we offer some value somehow. I mean, it's completely negotiable, but also then we add value to Freedom Plus, and then that gets us more subscribers. Mm-hmm. So like you can subscribe right now to Freedom Plus for $99 and you get the whole year of everything that goes on it.
Yeah. Or
you could just buy the month, which is $19.99, and you get everything that's in that month. So like December, for example, you'll get Tour of Destruction, Christmas Tree Drags, and I think there's one other. Oh, and the Spectator Drag World Championship.
Okay.
And then if you don't want any other months of the year, whatever. But if you bought every month individually, it'd be $240, you know. So
yeah, so you're getting a really good deal. Plus, I mean, if you look at it like cost per use, the more stuff you guys add, the cheaper it obviously gets.
I know, yeah. And like if you're in Cleetus Vision, you get free entries into every giveaway.
Oh.
And you get discounts on Freedom Factory tickets.
Okay.
So I mean, there's like all kinds of bonuses.
So if there's a giveaway coming up and you plan on watching a event and you may go to a event in person, it's really insane not to just buy it. It's insane
not to. The value's incredible.
Yeah. Not to be too pitchy, like, but it is kind of just like a no-brainer.
I know. I kind of am like, so we raised the price on it. It'll go up at the end of the year, but like right now it's still just $99.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to raise the price because you want to produce more.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Is raise the price a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing, and Freedom Plus is just, it's all the same stuff you get now. Eventually, it'll be more stuff, but like the apps and everything that we're changing into now Freedom Plus, it's so beautiful. You can get on there and it's like you're on like a pro streaming site, and you can just like pick out all this automotive stuff. Yeah. So I've already got some good drag races lined up for next year. I'm hoping to even get some more that are like killer events. So working on that.
That's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see that because it feels like a real racing network for people that actually, you know, enjoy cars and this kind of stuff. And you want, like, we all want to support something that actually does what we want it to do. Like, we all want to like align ourselves with like the thing we want, and you know, Netflix and like Hulu and stuff that you're obviously competing with. Not competing with. I mean, people have 10 streaming platforms, but like that's in your in your sights now.
Yeah, it's definitely in our sights, and I think it's gonna grow rapidly. And like, I just have no desire to like let it turn into some sort of crappy streaming network. I just want it to be like an awesome thing. You go on, you always see cool Cleetus stuff, and you get all this great value. Like, I love nothing more than just having like killer value on something. Like, I feel like that is actually a really good value.
Like, if you over provide to somebody, they will be begging to give you more money somehow. Yeah. Like, they will be buying merch because they feel so fulfilled that they're going to want to support other ways, which is like, if you watch something and you feel like you didn't get fulfilled, like if you go to like an NFL game and you're like, damn, the tickets were expensive, the beers are, expensive, the jerseys, you're going to be like, I don't want to give them $1.
Yeah.
Because this was just a horrible experience. Yeah. So you guys seem like you obviously have the infrastructure to do it.
Yeah. And back to the live thing, like if you live stream your event, will less people show up? Sorry, that's a really interesting topic. I think it's happened to me but I think for several reasons other than just like, oh, I can watch it live. Why would I go in person? I don't mind if people watch it live at all because we have a paywall. So it still helps us pay for the event.
Yeah.
If you're putting it out for free or if someone else is just getting all the money, then it doesn't really make a ton of sense. But I think what happened to me is I stopped promoting to come to the event. And I'm always like, go to baldeagle.com, watch the live stream. And then I realized like, oh shit, we're down in attendance.
But the live feeds are up.
Yeah, the live feeds are doing great. But I was like, damn, like, it's no fun if the stands aren't packed. Mm-hmm. So
it looks cooler.
I learned my lesson a little bit on that earlier this year. So now, now I'm back. Like, okay, Les Mullets is coming up November 17th and 18th. I'm like, this needs to be sold out. Why is this event not sold out? We've got Travis Pastrana, like all the best YouTubers coming. Why is this not sold out? Well, it's like no one really knew when it is. Like, because I just promote the crap out of it the last week and then everyone watches the live stream. And people can't plan to go to an event in Florida unless they have like at least 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I got to get back into my old Cleetus promo. So now I'm like all over Les Mullets, making it amazing. And ticket sales are now going from like flat to like climbing. So I'm really pumped to sell it out.
Shout out to Les Mullets. That'll be a really good one. The lineup there is looking pretty awesome. Garza will race.
Garza, dude, that's probably the most talked about driver.
Has a wild card.
In the 2.4 hours Les Mullets.
So with Freedom Plus, I know it's like very built around live. Like it's obviously built on the back of live streams, but like,
oh yeah, but there'll be like original content too.
That's what I was gonna say, like TV style stuff where there's a season of something, and like, are you thinking like, oh, I'm gonna pick up somebody that maybe isn't like a huge name and try to like make a show?
That's definitely been talked about. And like, have you ever seen the Smoke Show? Have you ever seen those episodes?
Yep.
So like, we got a little bit behind on those this year. So like we're gonna now revamp those original content that you can't even get on YouTube. Like, but I would love to like pick up a little series about someone that's on the rise.
A season, just like one season of something interesting.
Totally. So we're just gonna start digging our feet in where we get some grip and see what works. But that's certainly a possibility. Someone interesting, and what do you do? I don't know.
I've talked to Chris at Project Prime about this, though. I want to see a automotive show that is filmed like Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. If you've ever seen him, Anthony Bourdain used to just go. He would take like one cameraman. He would go to like Thailand. He would do he would do like a little history, and he would like do food around the country.
Yeah.
Of like different countries, but you do the same thing for automotive.
Yeah.
And he does like history of it, and he like, if anybody knows, Anthony Bourdain was like the best at doing like a travel show. But he did it for food.
Yeah.
But like a travel automotive show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could find
cool
a killer host and send someone out to start doing stuff like that. Like I do that on YouTube now with different sports. Like I've joining like jet sprint, stuff like that. But I don't ever get into the details. Like I'm like, I just show up and I want to wheel it. So
you would have to see what he used to do.
I should watch
Anthony Bourdain, but he did a kill. I mean, it went on for like 20 seasons or something crazy.
Really?
And he just went all around the country, world, everywhere. But that's just one show that you guys could. Obviously, there's probably 50 cool car shows that just need they just need a little bit of budget to be good. It's almost like Motor Trend a little bit. Like they just need like a little bit of budget.
Just imagine like a hitter. Like imagine we got a hitter like Top Gear. Like remember how sick Top Gear was, BBC? Imagine, or like Street Outlaws, that's a hitter. Like imagine we got a show off the ground on on our network, Freedom Plus, that was as epic as one of those shows. But and it's like TV show style. It's not like YouTube style.
Yeah, I mean
that'd be insane. Like I dream about it. That keeps me up at night.
Well, I know that Mr. Finnegan's also a free agent now these days too, right?
Is he?
I don't know. Or he stopped doing Faster with Finn. I think he's still doing Roadkill.
Yeah, I think he's still doing some stuff. But yeah, no more Faster with Finn.
Yeah, I know it's Faster with Newburn and Cotton now.
Yeah, good
old Newburn.
Yeah, those are good guys.
Those are good guys. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like with those deals, you have to get the host when they're small.
Yeah, because
that's the best way.
Like I could think of an epic Top Gear right now if it was me, Vice Grip, and Whistling Diesel.
But like
everyone would watch that, but their time is too expensive.
Exactly. Like Clarkson and May and Hammond started doing it when they were writers for like no-name magazines.
I know. So I need to find 3 guys who are very different.
Yes, that are also pretty like fairly small that could just be built up, but finding talent's like a whole freaking thing in itself.
Yeah. And then you sign them for 2 years, and after the 2 years, they're like,
they're famous.
We won 10 times. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I just imagine digging into that world is probably really complicated.
It would be really cool to see like some actual, because like you have this younger audience than most of automotive. Like even people recommend guests for this, and I'm like, these guys were on TV 30 years ago. Like they've been off TV for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like I never watched this stuff. Like I don't know. Like I'm sorry. Like I couldn't. I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's definitely like, I mean, look at all the obstacles we're thinking of right now. So it can be done. It just needs to be.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be really cool. So Freedom Factory event coming up. You guys should definitely go to it if you're in the area. That is definitely
we got monster trucks, pyrotechnics, Crown Vics racing, and burnouts. I mean, and it's like $20 to get in.
Very reasonable price to get in and hang out.
You can get a Mountain Dew and then 2 hot dogs for $5.
Yeah.
So if you have $25, you're having a day.
You get to meet all of your favorite people. They sell merch and stuff. Guys, thank you for tuning in to the Bogetti Clips YouTube channel. For the full podcast, check us out on Bogetti Studios YouTube and all your audio platforms. Also, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any of the new Bogetti clips coming up.